Mr. Siegel's teaching, it's admirable, it's funny.
He makes me happy to come to work.
I knew he was gonna be chill, but not exactly extraordinary.
He helped me when I was stuck.
He's a little bit of a nerd.
Mr. Siegel is just like an oddly casual person.
Hi, my name is Mr. Siegel. I teach AVID for the 9th grade, as well as co-teaching ELA for the 9th grade with Mr. Golan and ELA for the 11th grade with Ms. Scott. I grew up in Manhattan on the Upper West Side, spent most of my life there. I managed a Christian bookstore for a few years. I was an adjunct professor at Hunter for a while, and then I did a couple odd jobs, like working at an ice cream shop in my neighborhood.
My first impression of Mr. Siegel was just how warm and kind-hearted he was. It was my first day here, and I wasn't sure who I was going to be working with, and he just really came up to me, shook my hand, and I just got a good feeling from him right away. I think that he has a gift for that.
Even from his interview, it was clear how much he cares about students.
I can tell he has a lot of interests that he tries to bring into his classroom for all of his students to experience.
I think the first thing that he said to us was that he was queer and Jewish. And you know, that kind of put me at ease in that class, because it just kind of made me feel like, oh, this is comforting.
I started substitute teaching at another school in Brooklyn, and just having that experience really made me appreciate it. And I thought to myself, yeah, this is what I can be doing. This is my calling. On the one hand, it's incredibly rewarding because I help for students to develop their skills. At the same time, it's very stressful and tiring, but overall, I love it.
Our class has a really nice balance of responsibility and getting our work done, but also fun. I think Mr. Siegel has a really great instincts for just how to control the energy of a room, when to bring more energy, when to tone the energy down, when to be like the adult in the room. So it's great.
Pretty much understand anything that he's saying. There's no exact way to describe it, but again, I think it's just his general vibe.
He really brings his authentic self to the classroom. And I think that that really then inspires the class culture to have a certain element of Mr. Siegelness to it. That's kind of irreplaceable.
I am so smart. Good. I am so smart. SMRT.
I remember when we had the trip to Camp Bernie, I had to climb up this very high thing, and he was like screaming from the bottom, like, you can do it, you can do it. And I got very high, so that was like really, that was like a really happy moment with him.
He doesn't treat you mostly like a student beyond school grounds, because as soon as you leave the school grounds, he's just like, you're also a person as well. So definitely felt that way during the trip.
I think I'm just going to get better at teaching, and I have my students to thank for that. I think I'm going to continue to help them be the best that they can be, and I think that that's going to be a big part of it professionally. Personally, as my child grows, I'm going to continue to support her to be the best she can be. Don't think that you have to do everything on your own. Remember that we are a member of a community, and we are stronger together.
My first impression of Mr. Siegel was that